So let's see how scary this All Blacks team is. Let's react to it live. I've just opened it up, and the big news is at 10, it is Beauden Barrett. Beauden Barrett is going to take over from Damian McKenzie. McKenzie kind of blew it a bit on that summer tour, on England's tour to New Zealand. He did some great stuff, but also did some crazy stuff as well. They don't want to risk that, but he's not out of the 23. So there is the news. McKenzie is not out of the 23. He's the impact sub. Maybe that is the role he was born to do. And they've gone with the veteran Beauden Barrett, who probably will make less mistakes. 131 caps. So that is the news there. At 10, Beauden Barrett is back in the saddle. Let's move back up to the front row. Tamatai Williams, who played against Japan, getting more experience. He starts. That makes sense because Ethan de Groot is injured and Williams is the next guy there. Then Taylor, then Lomax. They're more experienced. Really like that. And on the bench, Amua, the impact hooker, of course. Another veteran, Tuinga Fassi. And then a new guy, Tossi, a massive tight head. They've got Newell as well. They are so stacked at tight head. And England are really light there. On to the second rows. Let's have a look. Barrett and Vai, it was always going to be. The question was, who's on the bench? And it is Tuipulotu carrying on from that Japan game. They do have Darry, they do have Lord, but I think that's the right way. Tuipulotu, big and strong, in form, scoring against Japan. I think this team actually looks a bit stronger than the team that played England in the summer. Let's have a look in the back row. They're carrying on with Satiti at 6 and Surveyor at 8. That is absolutely lethal. Very scary. Definitely a trick there for England to watch out for. I think it's an extended apprenticeship with Satiti and Surveyor doing loads of the carrying, loads of the exciting stuff, and they're sticking with Centurion Sam Cane there to do the dirty work, make his tackles. When he makes his tackles, he's very effective. He did miss some in the summer. Who's the guy that could replace Cane? Well, I think it could be Peter Lakai in the future, but looking here, he is not on the replacements bench. It is Finau, another big guy on the bench there. Finau probably coming on at 6 maybe, and maybe Satiti will start moving to 8 and Surveyor maybe to 7. The partner to Beauden Barrett is Ratimer. Carrying on with Ratimer, I would have loved to have seen Roygaard carrying on from the summer, I should say. Roygaard played against Japan, looks great. He has just come back from injury, so I understand that. But I do think Roygaard is going to take over at some point in the near future. But those are their two best scrum halves. Very, very scary. Don't like the look of this from an England fan's point of view. They're sticking with Ioane outside Barrett. They could have gone Proctor. I would like to see Proctor partnering Barrett at some point, but sticking there. And then because Beauden Barrett has moved to 10, the back three is Will Jordan at 15, Caleb Clark, who I think is fantastic at the moment, so dangerous, and then Mark Talaya on the other wing. Talaya, a good player, very slippery. I still think they could be looking out for a big impact winger to go with Caleb Clark to make that a proper All Blacks back three, a really dangerous All Blacks back three. I mean, Talaya is good, but I still think they can improve there. I think that Lakai at some point coming into 7 will improve that, but this is looking very scary. Leonard Brown always comes on and does some good stuff, especially when the game breaks up. Really good handling and linking. And McKenzie, the impact man. Does he come on at 10? Is it 15? My guess might be 10 actually. We'll see how it goes. For me, that's a scary looking All Blacks. And it's probably the favourites to beat England if they play their best. Is this a team that's going to put England to the sword? Pop in the comments down below. And if you think I've dressed up just for fun or I'm hosting a Halloween party later on, let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, I'll see you then.